Hey guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Peace. Peekaboo, I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available in the fall of 2022. The album. Ow, damn it, Janet. Dad. F. Rock on roll dust. I love rock and roll, so put another dime in the shimmy shimmy jukebox, baby. Don't you wish your girlfriend looked hot like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend was a silver fox daddy on Instagram? Couture, like me. Boost! You guys, true story though, this is like the 5th time I have tried to film this video. Hi, glamour shots. I wish that I had saved all of the previous ones. I just deleted them. I wish I'd saved them and then I could have just done a blooper reel because it would have been so funny of all the things I said, just trying to get through my intro. It has been, let me just tell you, okay? It has been, I need a little lip gloss. Woo! It's hotter than a sinner in church on Sunday, and I just got out of church, so I ought to know, but it's not Sunday. But let me just tell you, it has been a day, okay? So, I woke up today. I knew today was election day or voting day. I knew today was the day to go vote, right? And I hadn't arranged my ride to get to the voting polls at all. I knew where I needed to go vote. I knew that it was like a 5-minute car ride from my house. But I hadn't arranged it at all. I hadn't called any of my friends to see if they could take me up there. I hadn't called anybody that lives in close proximity to me, like my neighbor across the street who just told me, hey, listen, we can take you anywhere you need to go, and we went and voted. So I didn't call anybody, and so I got up and I started calling people, and nobody answered their phone, except for one friend of mine who had taken her car in, and so she didn't have a car, so she couldn't take me anywhere. So I was like, okay, worst case scenario, I'll Uber. Now, I was going to walk up there because, like I said, it's only a 5-minute car ride. But I was like, it's a 5-minute car ride, but it's probably an hour walk. So I was like, okay, that's an hour there and an hour back. And then I'll just be able to like run in really quick and it won't take me that long at all. I thought truly like the voting polls would just be like in and out today, right? So I was texting my husband, Alex, and he was like, oh, I was just talking to my friend and she's off today. I'll just see if she can come in. Oh, I just got a splinter. Damn it, Janet. He was like, I'll just see if she can come and pick you up and she can take you. And she was so sweet to come and pick me up. She took me through Starbucks, which was really, really nice. And then she took me to the voting polls, okay? But before she got here, my friend Melissa called me back. And she was super, super busy today, and she was like, hey, I just want to make sure that I called you back. I saw that you called. And I said, yeah, I was going to see, because we both vote at the same voting polls because we live so close to each other. And I said, I wanted to see if you had voted yet, because I was going to see if you could come pick me up. And she goes, oh, I wish I had known. I would have come and picked you up. She's like, I just got done voting, and I'm getting ready to go do a bunch of things that she had to do. And I said, oh, it's okay. Alex's friend is going to come and pick me up. And then I'll just like run in real quick. And she goes, there's like silence on the phone, right? And she said, Peter, I literally waited over an hour. And I was like, why didn't I just mail in my vote? Why didn't I mail in my vote like a week ago, right? So anyway, so Alex's friend came and picked me up and I showed up. And literally, the line was like all the way outside. Now, the thing that's interesting about this, and thank God, like people are getting out and voting, like that's fantastic, right? And Melissa had said that to me on the phone too. She was like, you know, it's really great that people are getting out and voting. But this place that we vote at is like a church. And the church is backed up by these woods. So the line went all the way down the sidewalk and started turning around towards the woods. For the presidential election that I voted in last, it went into the woods. So this voting was not much more, the line was almost as long as the presidential election, which really surprised me. And then when you went inside the church, it was like do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So it took me about an hour to get inside, but then I did and got done voting. And then I was like, I walked outside and I was going to take an Uber home. And I thought, it's going to take me 15 or 20 minutes for the Uber to show up here. I'm probably not that far from home. So I was like, I'm just going to walk it. There's a cemetery that I've always wanted to like stop and look at. And there's also something very spooky as well on my walk home. So I filmed it and I put it over on my Peter Does Stuff channel. I called it A Very Spooky Adventure. So if you'd like to go watch that, you can go watch that on my Peter Does Stuff channel. So that's been my day already today. And then when I get done with this, I'm going to film my vlog, and then I'm going to go to my meeting tonight with my good Judy Tanya Jean, and it's just going to be a good day. But I hadn't planned on filming a drama video today until I got looking at my Twitter, and people had started tagging me in all this stuff about Nikita Dragun. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. So let me get right into this. If you guys do not know, that splinter really, I don't even know where it came from. Where did that splinter, did it come from this fan? Oh my God, that hurts so bad. Isn't it so funny? It's like, you can get like the worst cut in the entire world and then you get a splinter, and a little itty bitty splinter can hurt so bad. That should be some kind of like analogy for life, shouldn't it? But I can't think of how to make it an analogy for life right here. So, but anyway, so let me read you the TMZ article that was put out, first of all. The TMZ article, which has this mugshot of Nikita Dragun in there, it says, Nikita Dragun arrested at Miami hotel, allegedly naked at pool. And this is from 11/8, which is today, at 9:43 a.m. Nikita Dragun left a swanky Miami Beach hotel in handcuffs after cops say she was walking around the pool in the nude before dousing officers and security guards with water. The transgender influencer was arrested Monday night on a felony charge of battery on a police officer, and it sounds like she was having too good a time at the Good Time Hotel. I have never in my life, now I have been to Miami a lot. Did they not say the name of the real hotel, or is this, I didn't even look it up. I guess I should look it up, but I have, hold on a second. Let's look it up really quick, because I have never heard of the Good Time Hotel. Oh, it is a real hotel. I have never in my life heard of the Good Time Hotel in Miami, but apparently it's a real hotel. Okay, according to the police report obtained by TMZ, cops responded to a report of someone causing a disturbance and being extremely disorderly at the hotel. Police say when they got there, hotel security told officers Nikita had been causing a disturbance for a long period of time and walking around the pool area naked. Cops say security also told them Nikita ignored demands to stop causing the disturbance and at one point intentionally threw water on hotel staffers. I mean, it's not funny because she got arrested for what ends up happening, but like at the same time when you're kind of like visualizing all of this going on. Okay, once officers arrived, listen, Linda, there are times when you just need to put the spirits down and go to bed, okay? Like you just need to put the spirits down and say, hey, let's call it a night. We'll get up tomorrow morning. We'll have us, you know, some eggs and bacon, and we'll go out on the beach and we'll have us a day, okay? It's time. It's time to go to bed. This is when you bring your good Judies along with you, okay? Your good, I don't drink no more, okay? And your good Judies say, listen, I'm always that good Judy, I guess. But your good Judies say, listen, you've had enough spirit. Okay, listen, we've all run around. Well, when I say this, I'll get eaten alive in the comments, but I was going to say, we've all ran around naked around a pool once or twice in our lives. I know I have, okay? And they were loving every minute of it. I actually, since she's gone, and since since my aunt is gone, and since my uncle is gone, I can tell this story. My uncle used to love to tell this story. So, my aunt and uncle and two couples went out to dinner one night, okay? And this is just kind of to like normalize this, even though she gets belligerent with the police officers and things, Nikita. But my aunt and uncle, they had gone out to dinner with two couples. This was like in their first 10 years married or something like that. And the neighbor across the street had a pool, okay? And so maybe, I don't know how, they have been married like 10 years, I think, at this point. So they came home and they have been intoxicated. They have been drinking quite a bit. And so they had decided that they were going to go across the street and they were going to go swimming, skinny dipping, right? And so my aunt had taken out her contacts at home and put on her glasses. And she's like, you know, she can't see at all. My aunt is like almost like legally blind without her contacts or glasses in. And so she put her glasses on the side of the pool and got in the pool. So she's swimming around and all that kind of stuff. But she's intoxicated and there's like a full moon out. And my aunt says at one point, like, she gets out of the pool and she's like, oh my God, it's so nice and everybody should get out. It's whatever. My uncle's like, get back in the pool. And she's like, what is your problem? Nobody can see. And he's like, it's a full moon and you're giving us a full moon. And so she was like running around the pool completely naked and she didn't know that. Anyway, So kind of a funny story. I love my aunt. I miss my aunt so much. She's probably like, Peter, I cannot believe you're telling that story. She was a fantastic woman. Anyway, cops say security also told them Nikita ignored demands to stop causing a disturbance and at one point intentionally threw water on hotel staffers. Once officers arrived on scene, they say they went with security up to Nikita's room where they heard loud music being played. Police say Nikita opened the door after several knocks, but when security explained to Nikita she needed to cut it out or she'd be asked to leave the hotel, Nikita slammed the door in their faces. A few moments later, cops say Nikita opened the door again and asked security, "Do you want more?" Officers say Nikita then swung an open water bottle, causing water to hit and spill on both the security guard and the officer, resulting in her arrest. Nikita was booked for felony battery on a police officer, misdemeanor disorderly conduct, and misdemeanor battery. She was booked at Miami-Dade County's Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center on $5,000 bond. We reached out to Nikita's camp. So far, no word back. Okay, so that's what happened. Not a lot has been said about this so far. It's interesting because when you go over to Nikita's Twitter, there are tweets. Hold on a second. I don't want to get out of what I was looking at. There are tweets on here about like a day ago, and it's talking about her like being at a club. She was apparently at some club, and this person says and she's talking about getting kicked out, and somebody said something about big shout out to Nikita Dragun for shoving me after I told her not to steal her bottle. So there's this whole thing about her being at a club and supposedly stealing somebody's bottle and getting kicked out of the club and whatever. And then this person says she definitely deserved to get kicked out and no excuse for her behavior, but misgendering trans people on purpose for a joke is lame as hell. And this tweet has been deleted. Nikita retweeted this and said, "I wasn't kicked out. I was escorted by 6 security guards because they knew what I was about to do to that man for disrespecting another woman in my presence. My mother taught her," and she put quote unquote, "son better than that, Dracarys." And then she said, "This man pushed the fiance of the vice president of Warner and Atlantic, who I am currently in talks with to fund hashtag bend me over. Bottom line, I see a man put hands on a woman, please, quote unquote, call the cops. Because need you forget, I know I look like a doll on the outside, but I still hit like a dude." And that was what Nikita said. So that's what's been going on. But I don't think that's related to, I'm almost positive that that is not related to the whole situation and incident that happened with the hotel. So I don't really know what's going on with that. And there's a lot of discussion online about people saying that they have seen the police report and that they feel like the police report is misgendering Nikita and things like that. I haven't seen the police report. I don't know of that. You know, I will say, and I kind of made a joke about this the other day. I actually went in because I wanted to see like what my memory of it was like. So I went in to see my DMs with Nikita, and what was so surprising to me is, hold on a second, let me go in here because I had it all pulled up. But going all the way back to January of 2019, like I have spoken to Nikita several times, like on multiple occasions. And Nikita has always been very, very, very sweet to me in DMs. Even when I made fun of her collections that she had coming out, she countered that and was like, I called it Claire's Boutique Makeup, and she said, hey, let me know if you want to be on the PR list, and I'll send you some of my Claire's Boutique Makeup. And she wasn't saying it sarcastically, like she was being very nice. And then, like, when I talked about her pop-up shop, that there was, like, the picture and all that kind of stuff, and there was a lot of, like, online criticism about that, like, she explained it to me. And then I was talking in a video not too long ago about how I had tweeted her, or I direct messaged her something about, like, we had thought about coming to Miami, or we were in Miami, and she said, oh, come out with me, I'm going you should come pussy stunting with me. And I was like, did I remember that, like, correctly? Like, did that really happen? And so I have to tell you guys, like, I'm not big into reading DMs, because I think that that's private to that person, unless I really have to prove something that I think is important, so I'm not going to do that. But I do want to say that she said to me, she told me where she was staying, and then she said, gonna go out tonight if you want a pussy stunt too, LOL. And I said, girl, don't play me like that, LOL. But you know, I have to say, in retrospect, I'm kind of glad that I didn't go pussy stunting with Nikita Dragun because I don't need to end up in the Miami-Dade police department. I've actually heard that that's like one of the roughest police stations, county jails in the United States, actually. So it'll be interesting. A lot of people are saying that Nikita will turn this into something for herself and, you know, make a video about it. She actually, I just looked, because Nikita is nominated, I talked about this in a video, but Nikita is nominated for a Streamy this year. She is nominated for a fashion and style Streamy with 5 other people that I've never heard of before. And so I looked because I wanted to see the last time Nikita Dragun put out a video on YouTube, and I believe it's a year. I believe she hasn't put out a video for a year. Like the last time she put out a video was Celebrity Makeup Artist Does My Makeup, Makeup by Ariel, and that was 1 year ago, sitting at 1.8 million views, and she hasn't put out a video since then. She is very, very active on TikTok and Instagram, of course, and she has been very, very active, like going to fashion shows and things like that. So maybe that is where, I just always thought that the Streamies were for YouTube, so I was confused when I saw that Nikita Dragun got nominated. I mean, she gets nominated literally every year, you guys, for something for the Streamies, and I'm like, how is it that these people that hardly put out any content whatsoever, and then I went over and I thought, well, maybe, because the Streamies now, they don't just say YouTube, they say online content, like online video content. So I thought, well, maybe they're considering TikTok's video online content, which it is. So, you know, or Snapchat or Instagram and things like that. So anyway, let me know what you think about all. Girl, listen. Nikita, you need to pull in the reins, girl. You need to pull in the reins, okay? You need to pull it in and maybe party a little bit less. Just party a little bit less, okay? And don't be throwing water on people. That's not nice, okay? It's not nice. We don't want to do that. We don't want to be throwing and slamming doors on people. If somebody slammed a door on me, I'd be like, oh, no, you didn't slam a door on me. Anyway, let me know what you think about all of that in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow with my response to Shane Dawson's Part 2 of his series, The Canceled World of Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see you then. Bye.